Let's see. So do you think people are leaving the workshops and then going back into the workplace and talking things up? Yeah.
Yeah, because we've both gotten phone calls from other people wanting to know more about it. You know, the person that they talked to didn't quite have all the answers that they had, so they called us wanting to know more answers. So the people are talking in the workplace.
And in terms of some specific things that they're calling back about, are there questions they want to answer? Or they want to get involved in things, or what kind of feedback are you hearing?
Some people are wanting to get involved. Some people have questions about universal health care and what's that going to do to the health care plan that we have today. And just have to explain to them that, you know, health care's costs are increasing every year, and it's going to be hard for us to sustain our medical benefits. And if everybody's pulled together with one medical plan, and it's going to be great for everybody.
Yeah, good. So we just finished up with an interesting forum here led by the Better Healthcare Together Coalition. It had an employer, Walmart. It had a healthcare system, a representative, the Cogent Healthcare System. It had an academic, and then David, you spoke eloquently about sort of the union's program and your personal stake in the issue. Do you think, listening to some of the other speakers there, that there's hope for reform? And what we heard from was a bunch of different stakeholders, right, in the healthcare issue. Listening to what they had to say, did you find anything stuck out in particular that makes you think it can happen, or?
I think the biggest thing was seeing Walmart and a union working together. I think that would probably be the biggest, surprise, and what kind of word am I looking for? The possibility that it's going to happen.
Right.
When you have somebody that is anti-union and work with a union in order to gain something, and you have such a variety of people in a room, then I believe it's a very achievable goal when you have those kind of people sitting together.
Right. Sitting in the audience, Ray, did you have any thoughts about that? Is it going to happen? Can it happen? Are their interests too diverse?
I think there's a great chance it'll happen. I mean, especially with Jim Cooper talking about a bill that's being co-sponsored by both sides. It's similar to what Obama's talking about with his plan. And you have Walmart, union representatives, people with the healthcare industry at the same table. I mean, it's got to be great for all of us that they're actually talking to each other. So hopefully we can have some change going forward in the future.
Right. Right. Were those AT&T managers that talked to you afterwards? Who were those?
Those were SCIU.
Oh,
And they were explaining what they were doing.
Oh,
and wanted to know how our campaign was doing and what we were doing. And it sounds like they were pretty much doing the same thing, weren't they? They were getting cards signed from members of Congress, collecting membership info,
right,
and gaining the support for it.
Yeah, were they from here in the Nashville area?
Yes, but they do all the way to Knoxville and Crossville. I think they said they were going to be in Crossville this weekend. They also do towards Memphis too. So they cover a big variety, but they don't do only members. They do non-members too, and county fairs. Anytime they can, they're out talking to people.
Interesting.
So they're really reaching out into the community.
And so that was a different campaign than this other fellow, Tony Garr, was with, right? Or did you speak to him at the end?
Yeah, I think it is a different campaign.
Yeah, he had his own state campaign.
Right.
The way I understood it.
So there's lots going on here in Tennessee on the healthcare front.
Yeah, you've got CWA, you've got Walmart, AT&T, the SCIU, the AFL-CIO,
as well as our governor trying to reform things.
Yeah, that was interesting to hear about his initiative. It sounds like a connection of our healthcare campaign and Speed Matters, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you know, if you look at state of Tennessee, where it's almost split in half Republicans and Democrats, but everybody's kind of working for the same goal. When you have that type of formula, the outcome's always what you want.
Yeah,
most of the time. Well, I should do say most of the time.
Right. But you got to work for it.
Yes. It's going to take some hard work.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for talking to me. And you did a great job, Dave.
Thank you.
And you're both doing a great job in the campaign.